Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Sports Beat. We're going to talk lacrosse with a man who you saw right here on Channel 10 doing play-by-play in color. He knows everything about the sport. He's a great guy and a great friend and a good co-worker. Dan Cleary, give us a – what are you laughing at?
Everything about the sport. Wow, put a lot of pressure on.
Well, why don't you tell us, give us a little wrap-up on boys and girls lacrosse this year.
Well, I think by far, and all the coaches agree that I talked to, this was the best year for Sussex County lacrosse ever. And it's just a product of the sport being around long enough. We had the established programs did very well, and then we had new programs come in, and it just was a great year on both the boys and girls side for lacrosse. North Warren leading the way. Spencer Willard, the Hall of Fame coach over there at North Warren, had a great year. They won the Clank Division. They won the Skyland Conference Division, Raritan title. They made the states again, so Spence does a great job. Bobby Chaka, phenomenal player. Joel Vanderwall, Danny Jasinski, Joey Chaka. They just were dominant. Their losses were to all quality teams. They beat Pope John. They beat Vernon, so they had a great year over at North Warren. And as we're talking about division champs, we had North Warren winning the division. Vernon shared the Pooley division. Harry Shortway came in, took over the program over there. Vernon coming back. Great job with Brad Mills, Tim Zamuda, Kyle Hearn, Dave Herring, Brian Jernick. Terrific job by them. They beat a very good Glen Rock team 10-2 to kind of clinch that share of the title of the Pooley. So that's the second division winner. We had a third division winner in Jefferson. They went 10-10 and played by far the toughest schedule around. They played 4 top 20 teams. Scott Reed came in, replaced Harry. He was an assistant. And they did some great things. They made the state tournament, won a match. They played great teams. They beat the great game against Sparta in double overtime, one of the best games I've ever seen, maybe the best lacrosse game I've ever seen. So Jefferson, great year. Kevin Murphy, Pat Hodap, the goalie DJ Kerwin, just a sophomore, and Sean Hutchinson, Zach Miranda. Just a terrific job by Jefferson. Pope John, and a great year for them. Tom Manning, class act over there. They beat Sparta for the first time ever in 10 years. Won their first ever state tournament game. Luci Calvaruso, Alex Cerrone, Sean Laverty, Matt Pepe. That the names go on. That how good they are over at Pope John, and they had the best goalie around in Jared Ochicone. So they had a good year. Sparta, middle of the road, which is rare for them. They're usually the best team, and it's not that they dropped down. I think everyone caught up. But Sparta still had a good year, played some good teams. They lost some heartbreakers. I think Pat Brennan doesn't want to see us ever again. Every game we did with Sparta, they lost in overtime to Vernon, Jefferson, and Pope John. But Zach Lasapio, you can't talk about Sparta without mentioning him. Terrific year. Zach, one of the best overall players around. And then you look at Waukegan Valley end of the team. Nick Spear coaching over there. Vinny Sanfilippo, football player, did a great job with them. Tyler Wally. And Lenape Valley added a team, too. Kevin Earl doing a great job over there. They won a few games. They all won games, which first-year programs, sometimes that doesn't happen. So they went in there, won some games. Brendan Shannon, Miles Koning, Joey McMahon, Jimmy LaBelle, they all did a good job. So Lenape Valley is an up-and-coming team as far as lacrosse. So all in all, it was just a great year boys lacrosse-wise.
What about on the girls' side, Danny?
Girls' side, Vernon, great year. They finished the season as the best team around here. They beat Sparta. They beat Pope John. They won a state tournament game. First time they've won a bracket state tournament game. They've won play-in games, but they were seeded this year. They knocked off Marlboro, and they had such a fun team to watch. Athletic and fast. Jess Mills, Leslie Werner, Annie Montero, Brittany Ast. These girls were amazing on the attack. They did a terrific job. Nadia Womble, first year in goal, did a great job defensively. You had, Brittany Parrick was a good midfielder for them. Kate Dolan, Erin Decker, Jamie Jackson. Steve Carlson came in, replaced Sherry Quinn, who started the program 10 years ago. They didn't miss a beat. They stepped up a division into the Stars division, which is the A division for girls lacrosse. Did very well, played some top 20 teams like Ridgewood and Mountain Lakes, and really represented the county well. Pope John, great turnaround. Chris Conway came in. They were 1-18 last year. Pope John made the states. Unfortunately, they lost to Glen Rock. But they had some great players, Tara Fisher, Nicole Ham, Melanie O'Connor. The list goes on. And they're all young. They're coming back just like Vernon. And Jefferson had a good year. Missed out on states. Lisa Porter, Jess Tate were good players to them. Sparta was down for them. Kerry Cresball is going to go to Monmouth to play lacrosse. Great athlete. But Kate Brennan will have them back and playing well. And North Warren had a good year. Jill Masker only won 3 games last year, and they ended up going 8-10. They had a girl, Kelsey Johnson, who was one of the top scorers in the state. So, it's been a lot of fun over the last few years to watch this sport grow. And I think as the time goes on, it won't be maybe as good as Morris County, but they're going to be as competitive as the Morris County teams on both boys and girls lacrosse.
Thank you, Mr. Cleary. Good job, my friend. All right, folks, we have more to come on the Sports Beat. Right now we have for you a commercial time out.